yet still cheerful as always. I get a strange feeling about it, as though I was talking to two people at the same time. And she's bipolar. No, we know she's not. How would I know? Everyone's weird in some way, but if that's yours, it's a very nice way. At least I can understand what you're talking about, unlike Rin. That's true. Most of the time I have no idea about what's going on inside her head either. Amy giggles, nodding in agreement. I think it's okay if you don't understand her. That's how she usually is. Amy stands up straighter, brushing the hem of her skirt and straightening the waistline. She laughs awkwardly. Wow, we ended up talking pretty seriously. What's up with you, Hisao? Why'd you bring this up? Oh, sorry. I didn't really mean to get into this sort of discussion either. I don't know. I've had this weird feeling lately about Rin. I don't know why. You like her. Ooh! I feel a bit guilty bringing up something like this for no reason except my own anxiety. It'll be fine, don't worry about it. Suddenly, Amy clutches my wrist and twists it so she can see what time it is from my watch. Could have just asked, but no. Decided to try and dislocate my wrist just to check the time. Thanks. Oh damn, this late already? I should really go. There's a meeting with the rest of the track team at the field. This is going to be fun in this heat. We're going to sweat like pigs, but I promised I'd be there. Yeah, I've seen you sweat up before, Amy. In the shed. I know what you're like. Bye bye. She skips downstairs, leaving me wondering if what I said, or what Rin said rather, hurt her or not. Maybe what Emi herself said hurt her the most, come to that. So in the end, even the person closest to Rin is just as far apart from her as everyone else. I wonder if Rin herself ever feels that distance. I felt like I was drifting away from the world too, during my hospitalization. I felt anxious and depressed, and even now I sometimes still do, but I fight against it with all I've got. If Rin has been on that side of the divide for her whole life, I can't imagine how she could not be lonely, but perhaps she's truly different. We're all different, Hisao. Each and every one of us is different. I refuse to belong to that other place, but maybe she's found comfort there. As I walk through the hall that afternoon, I glance at my watch. It's almost 4:30. I would normally have a club meeting to attend, but I don't feel like going to the art club at all, so I start heading the opposite way. It feels like a poorly chosen decision. I just know that if I skip club once, I'm going to skip it again and again. This is probably it for me and the art club. Yep, I've done that before. Once you stop, that's it. It's been bubbling beneath the surface for a while now though. I guess I'll formally quit later. I keep watching the bland linoleum floor while I walk without a direction. This leads me, perhaps unconsciously, to the school library. It's almost empty and completely quiet. A few studious first years are sitting at the tables, joining efforts to get homework done before dinner time. Yuko is hard at work today too. She's methodically going through a towering stack of books sitting on her desk, checking them one by one and placing them onto a cart beside her. I greet her as I stop by. Good afternoon. What's up, motherfucker? I haven't seen you here for a while. Did you read all those books already? She seems to be in a good mood. I don't think so. I joined the art club, so I've been passing the time there instead of working my way through your collection. I think I'm going to quit though, so I guess you'll be seeing more of me again from now on. But for now, Yuko, you can have your 7 copies of 50 Shades of Grey back. You didn't like the art club? Honestly? I don't know. I don't have much of a talent for art, but I didn't hate doing it either. You only went there for Rin, come on, we all know. I guess it just feels a bit pointless. I can't really see any purpose in going. The art teacher scares me a little. Yeah, he scares me a little too. Really? He seems like a really nice guy. Maybe a bit over the top sometimes. Actually, I can understand that, Yuko. You probably get scared by people that are energetic. Emmy probably scares you. Yuko makes a face I can't read, but doesn't say anything further. How you doing? Something good happened to me today. I didn't flunk my university course. Hey! That's great, isn't it? That is great. Everyone, round of applause. Round of applause for Yuko, please. Thank you. Thank you. Well done. I am ecstatic at that result, Yuko. Absolutely amazing. Yes! Without the credit, I might have been kicked out, and then I'd have a lot of explaining to do with my family. I'm really lucky. I think I'm going to buy pudding today to celebrate. Pudding. Being a university student sounds hard. I'm surprised you're working 2 jobs while still attending. My part-time work really makes it hard to keep up with my studies, and I get yelled at by my student counsellor. And then if I stay up late studying, I get sleepy at work and my boss yells at me. Oh Jesus, no wonder you're like how you are. But if I quit my jobs, I'll starve. Good Lord. It's just like I can't win. I wonder why it's like that. I don't really know what to say. Yuko isn't really complaining to get empathy out of a guy a lot younger than her. She's basically just talking about the facts of her everyday life. It makes me feel even more pity for her somehow. Well, must be hard for you. I don't know, it's been like this for so long that I've forgotten what it's like to have a normal life. Or maybe this already is a normal life for my age. It is, Yuko. It is. Is this normal? It is, right? It must be. Why is being normal so depressing? I couldn't say. Not like being abnormal is much different though. Oh, I didn't mean it like that. Sorry. I just got carried away. That's fine, it was a joke. Sort of. Okay, you offended me. Anyway, you seem to be doing just fine now. Yes, when I feel really down, I take a step back and make a cup of tea. And when I've drunk the tea, I go and get some vodka and fill the teacup with vodka. And then I drink that, and then I go out on the town and get really drunk and get lots of bitches. I give my mood a kick in the butt, like wham! Like wham! Like wham! Like wham! Okay, I think we've done that enough. I think we're over the like wham! And then I tell myself now you're going to do this thing, Yuko, and then I go and get it done. Like wham! That's why I'm working so hard now. She clenches her fist dramatically at the high point of her spirited explanation. It's a bit unclear what she actually means, but it's nice that she is so motivated. She'd be a terrible public speaker. She gets really excited at the little things. So in that case, she'd get really excited when she'd see me in bed. Hey! Put myself down, making you guys laugh. That's what I do. That's dedication right there. Leaving Yuko alone with her work, I head to the back of the library where the novels are. I really hope that made you laugh before, otherwise I just put myself down for no reason. I briefly consider reading something non-fiction for a change, maybe a biography perhaps, but in the end, I decide against it. Go talk to Hanako. I'm sure she's lonely and she wants some help. Well, not help, but she wants some friends. My fingers trace the spines along the rows upon rows of novels. They occasionally pull out the random book so I can read the back and maybe sample the first 2 or 3 pages. Nothing really catches my interest, so I end up picking a book I'd already read back in March or so, at the hospital. I recall liking it. Is this the roller coasters ones? I sit down on one of the beanbag chairs and quickly get sucked into the book, turning pages at a rapid pace. I'm probably not the fastest reader around, but pretty fast all the same. Oh, you should use that as a pickup line. I'm sure girls will be all over you for that. Hey, you know, I read books pretty fast. Not the fastest, but pretty fast. Oh my god, like... Oh, hang on, just let me pull my pants down so you can do me right now. That is so hot. Reading quickly makes me feel oddly satisfied. Focusing on reading something... Oh, sorry, I've got something in my eye right now. I can't see. Ah, fuck. I'm not actually crying. I genuinely have something in my eye. Okay, I think I got it out. Focusing on reading is something I'm pretty good at too. I can cram study pretty efficiently as well, as long as I stay motivated. It's the secret of my good grades, though. I'm pretty diligent in class too. That's what Rin and I have in common. She can really focus on painting if she wants to. I wonder what she's doing now. Probably hard at work, painting. Maybe you should go see her. Go see what she's up to, although I can almost 100% guarantee that if you go in there, it's not going to end up you two painting and talking about art. Let's just say that. Let's just say you're going to be sleeping there that night. The distance that suddenly grew between us irritates me. I thought that we were getting closer, but now that feeling's been lost. Oh, you always feel like you're getting closer to someone, then you're going further away. Always the case, Hisao. You always have this train of thought. What have I told you before? It'll all work out fine. I'm a bit worried about her too. I can't make sense of my own thoughts. Hey! Whoa! Whoa! Okay, I want to be with her more. I can't leave her alone either. Ooh, those are some very sort of specific ones. Okay, I think I want to be with her more. Let's get out of that. I can't leave her alone either. No, that kind of sounds a bit clingy. Well, they both sound a bit clingy. They both sound a bit clingy, but I can't leave her alone either. That sounds more stalkerish. I can't leave her alone either. I want to be with her more. Yeah, I want to be with her more. Without Rin, I don't really have anyone else at school that I actually talk to. Not like we actually talk very much anyway, but at least we hang out. I really don't want to lose that. If I want to keep what I have with Rin going, I have to get involved with making this exhibition happen, right at her side. I realise I've been sitting on the same page for a while now, just thinking about Rin. I turn my gaze back to the book I'm reading. The jungle of glyphs has somehow turned into a near incomprehensible cipher, just like that sentence. I stare hard at it, expecting the text to start making sense to me. Oh, it doesn't happen, just like when you're studying. No pattern emerges, nothing that could take me any further than I am. Dazed, I close the book, put it back on the shelf, then sit back down, and think honestly hard about what I really want. What I really, really want. So tell me what I want, what I really, really want. I want Rin! Katawa Shoujo. Oh look, we're gonna go see Rin. The next day I take the bus into the city. It goes twice an hour starting in the morning, passing by the front gate of Yamaku at 20 minutes past and 10 to the hour. The ride takes considerably longer than the one Namaya gave us in his car. I slowly read a book as the bus makes its rounds through the suburbs, pausing at almost every stop to pick up someone or let them in. That's what sucks about public transport. A normal car ride that to the destination you're going would take you maybe 5 minutes or so, but if you take that same ride in a bus, it's going to take you, or public transport for that matter, it's going to take you maybe 20 minutes or 30 minutes, something around there, because I stop at every fucking juncture to pick someone up. Ugh. But it's cheaper, so. As long as you've got time on your hands, which no one does, it'll be fine. Eventually we make it to the... We make it to the last stop at a city centre. The city, my god, is fair sized but not too large, and it seems too quiet. Nevertheless, I enjoy the atmosphere. 22nd corner. Hey, maybe you should go in there and ask Mrs. Can't pronounce last name if it's really the second corner. 22nd corner, that'll piss her off. Despite being slightly directionally challenged, I find my way from the bus station to the gallery without too much effort, and soon I find myself staring at the big letters saying 22nd corner. Inside, the gallery owner is intently studying a large painting hanging on a wall of a portrait of an old man. Good afternoon. She turns around to look at me and a smile of recognition spreads on her lips. Oh, aren't you the young man from the other day? Shinichi student, Hisao, was it? That's right. Good afternoon, Mrs. Sayono. Please, just say. I don't want to feel any older than I am. Good! At least I can pronounce say. You know, I'm so glad that even you young people show interest in art nowadays. It's so refreshing. What brings you here? Surely you aren't just on a courtesy visit, all the way from your school? I actually came for Rin. I was hoping to see how she's doing. Oh, is that right? Well then, you need to step back outside. Whoa! Whoa! Bitch, calm the fuck down! Just let me go see Rin, alright? Fucking dare tell me to step back outside. You wanna take this outside, bitch? Huh? Huh? Alright, let's fucking go! Come on! You see, the atelier is actually at the next door on the right. What I said before? Just kidding. I was just... It was a joke. It was a joke. And up the stairwell. Just climb the stairs to the top floor. There's only one door there. You can't miss it. What if I actually missed it? One door and I missed it. I give Sei my thanks, exit the gallery and locate the door she was talking about. These look like the same stairs at Yamaku. Way back at Yamaku, it leads to a dark stairwell which reminds me of the stairs leading to the roof of the school building. The stairs are steep and even though it's only 5 floors, my breathing gets heavy before I reach the top. An unassuming wooden door waits for me there. It's unlocked, so I knock and enter. The atelier is really just one big room, with the ceiling lower at one end than the other because the roof of the building is gabled. There is a huge skylight in the ceiling that acts as the main source of light for the room, bringing in sunlight that reflects off the white painted walls. I suppose it's good to use natural light for art. Oh, phone, shut up! There isn't much in the way of interior decoration, no surprise. Since the room seems to have been used as storage for a while, we still haven't seen Rin. All kinds of boxes and office furniture are scattered around the place. The room is dusty since it's not been in use for a while. I can see that someone has made some effort to clean up a little, but it's far from immaculate. Hey, Rin, what's going on? Nice overalls you got there, even though I can only see you behind. Rin stands in the middle of the room with her back to me, staring at a half-painted canvas placed on an easel. Not working on it, just staring, unmoving. She wears what must be second or third-hand denim overalls over the standard school uniform shirt, much like the one I'm wearing. They look pretty worn and are covered in paint spatters. From the way they seem to be loose or tight in places, I'm guessing that they weren't originally Rin's. Hi. Hello. Rin doesn't judge my showing up as worthy of turning around, saying maybe something more than just a mechanical reply to my greeting, smiling, anything. That's not unusual. She keeps on doing whatever it is she's doing, probably some weird creative thing inside her head. Perhaps I should have expected as much. Still, I make another attempt at conversation. This is a pretty cool place. Big too. Just like my place at Yamaku. Pretty big too. It is. Sei said I can use this as much as I like. I even have my own key. So how's the work going? She doesn't answer for a while. I begin to wonder if she's already forgotten the question. As the cloud drifts over the building, shadowing the light pouring in from the skylight, the change in Rin's surroundings seem to wake her up. I don't know. It's like a huge ball. I don't really know which side is the right one. It's really huge. It's the hugest thing ever, like a mountain growing inside of me, like I swallowed a mountain whole. It must be hard to do. It's going to be hard, I think. Really very hard. I try to listen for undercurrents of stress or uncertainty in her voice, but I don't pick up anything like that. Why are you here? Why are you here? That's something that one of those guys would say, like you walk into this big office with massive doors that you have to use both hands to open, and there's this guy sitting back to you in this huge leather chair, and he turns around and his face is in a shadow and he says, "Why are you here?" Movie. I've copyrighted that scene. Don't use it. Her tone is not as unkind as the directness of the question would make it seem. Well, you said that it'd be fine if I came to visit, so here I am. Well, wait, what? I guess it's not for any real reason, but I thought you might like company or assistance, or maybe some... Hisao. Can you be quiet for about 15 minutes? 15 minutes? Maybe 10 is enough. 5 definitely is not. You can talk afterwards. Very well. Fine! Her tone is sharp, nothing like I've ever heard from her before. There is no command, no annoyance, no anger, but her voice pierces me all the same. Alright, she said shut up, bro. Why did you just say... Oh. With the silence that falls, anxiety creeps back into my heart. I wonder if it was a mistake to come here. Murmurs of traffic filter in from outside, and I start to feel more and more uncomfortable. All my thoughts keep finding themselves returning to certain things that I have been swirling relentlessly in the back of my mind for some time now. I feel like those thoughts will surface out of the tempestuous sea of my mind, whether I want it or not. Desperate to divert my focus, I fixate on Rin's back as my mind races. Oh yeah, sure, her back. Her back. I'll look down a little bit. Hello. I don't think I've ever studied anyone's back so intently before. Oh yeah, sure, you're looking at her back, aren't you? Her neck is hidden by copper-coloured hair, which is, again, in complete disarray. That relaxed yet rigid posture reminding me that Rin's physical appearance often tends to be as awkward as her various trains of thought. Those gaunt, delicate shoulder blades visible through the thin white fabric of her shirt. Bleh. Contours of her hips curving down to her thin thighs. It pisses me off. Rarely does she ever seem to be looking at me, whether literally or figuratively. I, on the other hand, am always watching her back, both literally and figuratively. Whenever she is painting, whenever something catches her fluttery attention, whenever I don't forcefully make her listen to me. I can't reach through to her. Rin's heart is uncharted territory, dangerous waters, the blank areas on a map. The edge of the world? If I weren't too close, I wonder if I would fall off. What do I think of her? Sometimes she's aloof and distant, and it annoys me. At other times, her passion for the things she thinks worthwhile shines through, and it inspires me. I can't understand her. Still, I like her and consider her my friend. I suppose part of the friendship is putting up with the oddities of the people you call friends. I have to admit, there is a lot of putting up with Rin. What does she think of me? I have no idea. Last week, I thought she might have liked me romantically, what with the kiss and all. It forced me to ponder my own feelings too. This week, I'm utterly confused. What would she do if I told her I liked her in that way? I wonder if I really do. Damn. I can't make sense of even my own thoughts anymore. It must be contagious. Even if I said shut up phone, not that, but even if I said a thing like that, would it matter? Nothing affects Rin. Nothing. I'm done. I find her turned around, now staring straight at me. It unnerves me. I try to remember what we, or rather I, were talking about before she requested a timeout. Oh right, I just came to... I don't know. Still can't finish the sentences? It's not that. Fine. She retreats from the conversation, slipping away from me once again. She doesn't return to painting, but instead keeps looking at me with that empty poker face of hers. I wanted to talk about some stuff. I've thought about a lot of things. What things? Like what happened last week and so on. What happened? I get the feeling she's playing with me. Why, I have no clue. It is not a game she's playing with my head. I'm pretty sure she doesn't deliberately try to screw with people. Maybe it's just my own mind playing tricks on itself. Still, Rin feels like a puzzle in the form of a girl. I feel attracted to it, compelled to solve it, the overly rational part of my brain refusing to let me give up. I can't leave her alone. I never would have believed I could be this obsessive about something. Why do I hesitate so much and keep running in circles around her? Because you like her. I don't have to do that. I already decided what I want to say. And Rin. Saying her name with an intention like this makes my mouth dry, as if my subconscious is fighting against what I'm going to say next. I think I know what I'm going to say next. I feel like I'm going to lock up any moment now. Oh god, here we go. Here we go. Rin looks up from her paint-covered toes and stops wriggling them, as there isn't anyone to observe them curiously now. The hard stare of her dark green eyes seems like important. I like you. Was that it? I like you? The lack of any reaction is like a slap to the face. So, I mean, I'd like you as more than a friend. What is more? The slow, hesitant words coming from between her strawberry-coloured lips are not the ones I was waiting for. Neither of the two possible answers that I'd been expecting, actually. I feel myself blushing heavily, as is par for the course in this kind of situation. My heartbeat sounds like a percussion orchestra on drugs. Rin's faux innocent inquiry feels like I'm being grilled over hot coals. You know, like romantically and... No. No? No? What? Did I save before? When I had that decision? Oh, shit. Rin turns around, giving me the cold shoulder as she returns to looking at her... Oh, I may have to go back. I think I made the wrong decision. She makes a move to pick up her brush, which lies forgotten on the floor, but decides against it at the last moment. I can't talk about that kind of thing now. Wait, I said that wrong. I can't talk about that kind of thing. No, okay, no, I said it right. So, don't talk about that kind of thing, please. We are friends, right? So you can do that. The silence those words leaves behind is deafening. I want to say something, but my mouth refuses to move. There is no way I can retain my dignity. Rin finally picks up the brush without giving any explanation for her behaviour. Maybe there was something in her voice that gave away some emotion, but I couldn't say what. Her shoulders slump molecularly as her foot works the canvas in front of her. She won't let me see her face, and I know it. Feeling the weight of my heart grow heavier, I stand up to leave, for I can't stay here any longer. It's like I have opened Pandora's box by stepping over some line that Rin didn't want me to cross, and she had to turn me down. I walk across the squeaky floor to the door leading to the stairwell. Rin's quiet voice stops me in my tracks as I'm about to open the door. Hisao. My hand still on the brass doorknob is waiting for me to turn it or to withdraw. Yeah? Will you come tomorrow? Yeah. Well, I don't know what to think about that. I think I actually have made the wrong decision. Shit. I don't know. Oh, look, more bad music. That's like, I made the wrong decision music. Is that what it's called? Wrong decision music. See? I'm gonna end it there anyway, guys. I hope you enjoyed, and I shall see you next part. Bye!